Hello, Leos, and welcome back to the Astroflower for your weekly reading here, going from the 18th through to the 24th of August, coming out of your birthday season. This is where things may start sort of like, where the rubber hits the road, as it were, where, plans really start gelling and start taking form and, you know, getting passing into action more than anything else. So yeah, it should be good energies for you at the moment, Leos. Okay, we'll go into the questions as well that people asked last week. So if you've got a question that you want to be channeled, please leave a comment in the description, not in the description, in the comment section below. Try and keep it as precise as possible, and then in the following week be able to answer 2 questions per side. Okay, let's just get on and see what's going on. Yeah, did you see the message from Energy that came out a little bit late because I've got so much on my plate at the moment. It will be streaming. It will be streamlining in September. That's definitely for sure. A lot of things coming together at the moment, so I'm working on a lot of things in the background. So I do apologise it being late and what have you. But let's just see what's going on for you at the moment. So let's just connect to that energy. And see what's going on from a message from the energy for you. Okay, I can see the energy in the trees now it's just behind the camera there, which is really nice. And it's like there's like a rhythm that seems to be getting into a rhythm here. It's very and it's not stopping. It's the energy that's got peaks and lows within it, obviously. And that's the whole rhythm of it, is knowing when to push, when not to push, when to push, and when not to push. And it seems like here that there's it's an intensity as well that's happening in the energy for you. It's building a lot of potential, basically. And if you can get into the swing of it, that's when I think you could really start turning things in your favor in a really good way, Leos. Let's just see if there's a message coming out of that energy there. Let's see if we can get a vision out of that energy. What's going on for Leos? There's a lot of organization. It's like the hoisting of sails on an old, I want to say pirate ship, but on an old sloop, or an old, you know, what are they called? Quartermast? No, it's not quartermast. It's like a double mast, like an old sailing ship, basically. And it's like there's work to be done as things pass into action. So when things are working for you, it's like because you're pulling on those ropes in order to get the sails up. The wind is catching the sails before they're fully up anyway. So things start moving as you're doing the work to make things move. And it's a momentum that you're building here. That's what the energy is trying to encourage within you, to follow that momentum within you. But it's good to have a clear thing. Did you see the video I did on manifestation? Keeping it very simple is really important here. If you keep it simple, you'll find that you actually produce or you create far more than if you try and do something that's too complicated. And once you start getting into that rhythm of doing the simple things as very, very professionally, regardless of whether it's on your spiritual, emotional path, or even on your financial side, whichever side it is, this is where you can really start moving some, moving some, clicking some miles off the pathway here, and really moving fast. It looks really good. There is this direction, and it's not just a direction out of happiness, there's also a direction of worth. That's what it seems like comes out of it. So it's not just kind of going, I just want to be happy, or whatever I'm going to do is going to make me happy. It's also, I want to do this. Also, I want the success. I want to make things work. I want to get the results and so forth. There is a real determination that comes with it. It's not just based upon your own personal happiness. You will gain that personal happiness if you get the things right and you get the results that you so desire. It's ultimately going to make you feel very happy about things. Let's just see what's going on the work side of things. It seems like you need to invest here. Let's say you're starting a business. It's not just the financial investment, it's the time you invest in this whole sort of thing. It's the attention to detail as well of how you run your business, how you have your logo, where, that sort of thing. It's being very attentive to the detail. And it seems like you're going to, obviously, everything you've got to invest before you get the returns. And it seems like here that you're investing this week in your own future. And you can almost see the returns arriving already. It's like if you imagine like you've invested in your shop, you invest your time, you're selling things during the day, but you don't know how much you've earned until the end of the day, as it were. And it's that sort of process you're going through. So if you're going for a career path, it's applying for those jobs. But as you're applying for them, you're getting good feedback from it and you feel good about it. And, it's pretty sure that you're going to get that promotion or that new job or whatever. And investing in your future is maybe through an education and so forth. Let's have a look at now what's going on the relationship side here. Relationship side is a lot more in the way of communication, but it all seems to be in the here and now as well for you, Leo. It's just bubbling under the surface, and it feels like you've got to be, it's like when you're riding a wave, when the wave is broken, you're riding on top of a wave, as it were. And this is what it feels like here. It's like you're dealing with the here and now. You're dealing with things as they arrive, which is part of that investment thing, investing in your own future and being present when you're in there. And on your relationship side, this is where you get the joy out of life, as it were. And it comes in through communication. It comes in through, intuition of sort of like feeling the same things as the other person, saying the same thing at the same time. That sort of thing here. And if you're looking for a partner, that's maybe what will help you recognize the person that's good for you. Just simple little things. That's what it's all about, the simple little things. Once you start realizing, you're getting in sync with another person, it's going to emotionally allow you to be at ease, and therefore you can open up emotionally to the other person. Once you do that, that's when the energy is going to triple it. So it's like sort of saying you put in X, and energy will give you X, X, X in return, because you're investing in your in your emotional side of life. And see if there's another sort of vision on that. It's observing the world as it goes past. I think this is what brings you in synchronicity with another person. And also at the same time, I think it'll help out enormously your financial side. If you give yourself time to relax and what have you, it's going to feed a lot of results within your financial side, because you're going to be a lot more efficient. You're going to feel like one side is the rewards is good business, and out of good business, the rewards is good relationships, and the returns that you get within your life. That means financially you're a lot better off, and so forth. And it all plays out beautifully within the whole sort of. It goes in a real rhythmical sort of fashion, and it's sort of there's a real sort of synergy about the process here for you. What's the spiritual path here that's opening up? Honor. I think this is also a thing that you enjoy, being relied upon and also being dependable. And it builds stature and growth and a sense of power in a way within your life in a really good way, because you become reliable, and people do look at you as if to sort of say, Leo, they're giving us the returns, they're giving us the good stuff, we can rely on them, and therefore you'll be involved in a lot more sort of things. And this is on the spiritual front. It's making you feel like that this is your place. You're finding your place, your position or your seat of strength within you, but within the world itself at the same time. Very productive week for you, Leos. Very, very, very productive week. Let's just see what's going on with the chakra sequencing. Let's see which chakras are going to be. So we find that 0 point energy. There we go. Lovely. We've got the crown and the root, but there's so much movement going on in your life in this week that it doesn't want to interfere. The crown doesn't want to sort of like distract you with not illusions, but with great ideas and stuff like that. But what at the same time, the root is sort of saying, it's understanding that this is very similar to what was going on in the messages from energy as well. The root is understanding that you need movement, therefore you shouldn't be too grounded at the moment. You should be grounded in what you're doing and the steps you're taking to move forward rather than anything else. Okay, so the solar plexus, which was really important in the messages from energy as well. If you haven't seen it, it's on our channel. But in this, it's very, very similar. It's feeling the zeitgeist, and the zeitgeist is like the energy of the day, the hype that's going on in life. And this is all about that wave and surfing that wave here, and it's feeling that energy there that allows you to, feeling the pulse of the room, and that allows you to step into a position of strength at any given point that suits you. And once you do start stepping into that, that's when doors, or that's when opportunities knocks, because you are the person for the moment. That's what it feels like here with the solar plexus. It makes you feel incredibly empowered about it all. And then it goes up to the third eye and the throat chakra. And I think this is that inner vision as well, and paying attention to detail. So it's much more in the third eye than the throat chakra. And I think this is where you're on it like a car bonnet. You're working your moment. You're connecting the synchronicities with the world that is around you in order to provide a great future for you. And it's being sharp in your reflexes and in your intuition, which will also help to open those doors of opportunity, regardless of whether it's on your relationship side or your financial side, whichever way it is that is important for you in a particular moment. Once you do start feeding into that and start being able to play with it, that's when you become a master of your own destination. And I think this is where it's not a case of overthinking here, it's quality thinking, it's precise thinking, it's off the cuff and at the moment thinking and going for it. That's what it seems to be really important there. Where's it moving on to now? And that builds that heart. And whatever you do here, it seems to be you get beneficial results. You get some great returns on things, really good returns on things. But it's what you focus on, obviously, as part and parcel of the manifestation stuff is all about. But having the simple things in place and realizing that the physical world is as important as the energy world. If you really want to manifest things, they go hand in hand. So it's gone back to the crown of the root, by the way. It's standing in that powerful moment, being sharp in your intuition will allow you to enjoy the moment and enjoy your success. So let's put a card on your financial side and let's see what's going on with that. It is converting ideas into reality. Page of Swords here. Light bulb moments, speaking your truth. It's also, for me, it's cutting, it's splitting the clouds that may be covering your pathway. So you're demystifying the path so you can see it very clearly at the moment, and trying things out from the internal. Look at that, you get the Emperor, and that's exactly what I meant about you finding this position of ultimate strength, ultimate control in a way, but not divisive control. It's a righteous position and path. The Emperor has complete control over the physical side of life, and that's what you're really doing here. You're finding this position physically, and it could be why just by one thing you say can change everything. So, following that intuition and following it through into the physical world is really good for you. Let's see what's going on the relationship side here. Stepping into a new world. I think you've got, like, with these three cards here, and this is where you get the light bulb moment, it allows you to sit in your power. And then all of a sudden you get the world card where you've got everything that's flowing into your world. It's like, that intuition feeds ultimately a new way of functioning within your life, a new way of functioning with people that are around you. In regards to relationships, you really seem to be owning it and, becoming a really good catch for someone. You've got you're worth your weight in gold. That's what that's how you're carrying yourself. Really, really nice sort of energy going on there. Certainly with the cards there, it seems to be very balanced between the two, playing on your financial side, trying out things, clearing the mist and everything like that. And then on your relationship, it does open up to something completely new simply because you're getting the returns on your financial side. Okay, so there you go. Let's move on to the question. Now, we had a question from Morocco, and they were asking, here it is here, you'll see it here, there. And they're asking basically if they will remarry and whether they will be staying in Switzerland. So, hello Morocco, how you doing? Long-standing commentator on this channel. It's absolutely beautiful, lovely to see your comments every time. Let's just see what's going on for you here. So, it's the marriage side of it here, and I don't want to get too personal because obviously this is on YouTube and so forth, but it appears that yes, I'd like to get married, but I don't want it to be like that. And unfortunately, because I don't want it to be like that, there seems to be it may be difficult for a future partner to get over that height of that hurdle. Maybe you should do it in progression, sort of thing. Sort of like kind of go, well, if you get past that one, and you get past this one, and you get past that, you've won yourself me, sort of scenario. And I think you're right to have these bars in the right position, because you don't want to accept, you know, what you might have been living before. Um, you've learned obviously a lot since, through past experiences, and I can understand you don't want to go back to that. So yeah, it's very, very possible for you, but the person has to be absolutely right. And this is where you've got to get out there, you've got to get involved in life in order for you to, meet that person. And it seems like here that it won't be like in the normal circumstances. It's basically getting success out of your business and so forth. And it might be a client, a friend of a client that you just happen to meet. And it's just like, you go to a junket or, an evening set up by the business or whatever, or set up by something local to you. It could be, group meditation, could be yoga class and stuff like that. And it's like a friend of a friend that is sort of like, there's a possibility there for you. I think you really like Switzerland. I think you like the way of life. I'm not sure, I'm not convinced. Well, it seems like you may want to change where you're living. That's a possibility. But still within Switzerland, because it seems like something that you can champion. And I think it would be a very good place for you in the coming future in regards to the changes for energies and so forth. I think that would be a very good thing for you to follow. Okay? There you go. I hope that helps you out. If you want a question, if you want to ask a question, you're more than welcome. Please leave that in the comments below. Thanking you very much for all your support and your confidence in subscribing, liking, and sharing, and so forth. Absolutely lovely to see. Don't forget about the energy messages and all the other videos that we do, the tea meditation, and also the manifestation videos that we do. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.